What's up? What's up, y'all?
Oh, top of the iron.
Like it.
2021.
Holy
Thank
shit.
God. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, I don't know about you.
Survived.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like a sense of like, it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a good year.
One could only hope.
You are far more optimistic than I am, my friend.
What else is
This is like last year's. Now I could say last year. Last year's evil fucking cousin. I don't know, or evil twin brother.
spent
Like,
a
We'll
lot of
see
time
what's up.
drink last year away, and now I think I'm still trying to wash it down.
Yeah, no
Get the
shit.
things out of my mouth.
Do you guys have a good New Year?
Oh man, so good.
Oh, Sean, tell us about your New Year because you actually linked up with another one of our members this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened there? How did that come about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, you kick it off because you're the one that invited her into the group, right? So how did that go?
Well, no. Right. Well, that was Eva, but I'm talking about Hulse, another one of our gaming buddies.
Who?
Hulse.
Who's Hulse? I'm kidding.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Really?
Hulse. He lives like
disgusting.
an hour, like an hour and 20
Who the
minutes.
fuck is that guy?
Yeah. I was actually convinced he didn't exist, to be honest, because I've tried to do things with Hulse, like, I think 3 times prior. And, like,
Yeah.
before, like the day of or the night before I was going to drive up there and visit, he was like, oh, man, this is going on and this is going on. But, yeah, so finally he didn't cancel, showed up. He's super cool, super cool. Just like everybody,
Yeah.
for the most part, tends to be in our little group we got. So, little group, we're at like 5 members.
I'd like,
500 fucking members.
I'd
That's
like
pretty
to
fucking.
add that Hulse is always so like nice. He's like such a nice guy. He's if you fuck up in the game, he's just like, oh no, you're good, man. I've never heard that man yell.
Nah, just as
Yeah.
dog Yoda, I've heard him yell, God damn it, Yoda! Like about a
Oh,
million.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Hulse is who he is on the game. He is exactly that person. It's pretty cool, man.
That's pretty dope.
Met his wife also, Danielle. She's super sweet. Yeah, it was a good time, man. We drank White Russians and talked about fucking everything tactical and gaming. Period. It was good shit.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I do kind of miss playing with the original group. So,
Yeah.
the 4 of us and Hulse and Corey was Smokey on Xbox.
Al.
Yeah. Cal. Panchito and all these people that we game with that, it's pretty awesome because Sean, you're like knocking them off your list. So, you've met Eva, Corey, Hulse.
Also,
And you don't have that much more to go, so I'm hoping we can, all centralizing it together and just kind of hang out, kind of have like a DD214 convention or some shit.
well, I've never
That
actually
would be
been
fucking great.
to that area in your neck of the woods that we were talking about going to, and I'm looking forward to that. Even if it's
That would be awesome.
a group, I definitely want to swing down there because I ain't got shit to do, man.
Same. Fucking same. And as soon as fucking travel restrictions and bullshit fucking kind of drops to a lower level, like, I need to get the fuck out of the house, dude.
I'm waiting.
Right
I'm
on,
waiting for
man.
Jay's contract to end because I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah.
The shit's on that.
It's
Fuck
it's
Louisiana.
definitely on.
Fuck
The
South
only- the only-
Carolina.
the only problem
Colorado
is
is where
that-
I want to be.
the only problem is it's still up in the air whether or not I go AGR or if I just decide to say fuck it and re-enter the civilian world in general. And that's, if I go AGR, ain't shit changing, man. That's the unfortunate part, right?
You still get paid.
Yeah.
You still get paid.
I still get paid. I'd still get benefits, yes, but I would
There you go.
until a certain leafy green substance becomes federally legal, I would unfortunately not be able to imbibe. You know,
Well, it is
We're almost
federally
there.
decriminalized now
We're
across the
almost there.
board. So we have a little bit.
We're getting
a little
there.
Bit more to go. Yeah.
We're getting there.
And it's legal in Jersey now too, except you just can't. What is it? Sell it or grow it? One or the
Yeah,
other.
but who the fuck wants to live in Jersey? I mean,
Seriously.
I love
Seriously.
the motherland. The motherland
Hey,
has been good to me. I'm good to the motherland.
Real quick before we continue, what's everybody drinking? I got a little jigger here of Bailey's, and I'm gonna wash it down with some Sapporo. I saw Sapporo, and I was like, you know what?
We'll do
I've
John.
been
We'll do John
I've been to a
last.
sushi restaurant in a little bit, so I got some Sapporo Japanese beer to wash down my Bailey's Irish cream.
Sapporo's really good. I like getting that when I go, to the fancy Asian restaurants. So like when they do the hibachi, when we go to hibachi or the nice sushi places, I like to get the Sapporo beer. It goes really good with that. What are you drinking, Sean?
well, at the moment, I'm doing some good old Yingling Black and Tan. But
That was
later, in honor of Hulse and Khaleesi, I think I'll be pounding a White Russian or two, I think.
Pounding that White Russian.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a orange.
So I'm going to be trying this Jameson finished in craft beer barrels stout edition. I've never had it, but I figured I'd give it a shot and check it out and give you guys a good.
Sounds tasty.
It smells pretty fucking good. This has a good nose to it, as they say. But let me take a quick swig of this and
pretend you're in the grocery store.
You just want me to fucking pound it back in a little fucking plastic cup. I don't think I'll be doing that this year, unfortunately. But it was really fun being able to just kind of go up to them and doing the podcast at the same time.
Yeah.
And taking those shots.
Oh man. And drum roll.
Oh, it's me though. So
Wait, he's giving.
It's like dude. So it's like regular Jameson. I mean, it is a lot smoother. Meaning there's not that initial bite, and also as it's going down, it doesn't have that initial bite, and it's not as spicy. But you can definitely taste the stoutiness. It's very underlined, super subtle. So you have to really pay attention to it if you're drinking it. But it's not bad. That's not bad. I prefer the regular Jameson. I don't fucking like regular Jameson to begin with.
Face
this
either.
is dude. This is.
It's drinking it like apple juice.
It's an easy drink. It's super fucking easy. It's nice. I like it, but it'll get you fucked up for sure. I mean, it's you can easily get fucked up on it. It's 40%, but because of how smooth it is and how easy it is to drink, you won't. You'll have too much, and it'll fuck you up. It'll sneak up on you. So, John, what are you drinking?
So, I guess this will go into our next bit because I just kind of want to start off by saying 2020 was a hell of a year, and I fucking partied all fucking year. Like I don't think there was a few days where I had my little if I wasn't sleeping I was getting fucked up, and right after we did our podcast I got a little wasted. Then after the New Year's podcast I got a little wasted, and I got a little hectic, and I've made the decision that this year I'm not gonna have a drip, a lick, a smell of alcohol.
Not even a smell.
Not even a smell. Because then because if it's that close, I'm gonna want to stick. I'm gonna want to finger the bottle if I smell.
Be like, go gadget tongue down the.
Yeah. So today we're having some. I mean, fuck it. It's Wegmans water.
Oh, okay.
It's
there you go.
just as good as Poland Spring, and if you guys don't get Poland Spring, you're fucked up.
I mean, water is fucking water. I don't drink that shit. I think I'm allergic.
You're wrong. Water is not just water. They're different. All these different types of water have different levels of acid.
I just let my liver do what it does and take care of all the shit that's in the water. Just and then I just pee water right back out. I drink it, goes through me. My body takes what it needs. And that's that. Which leads us into, New Year's resolutions. I honestly don't have one other than to just stay alive and maybe eat a little bit healthier. get rid of my bitch tits, and that's it.
What do you have a plan for that, or I mean, like what, you know, I mean, it's good, it's good to set goals and all that, but what are you kind of gonna do, like
Well,
kind
see,
of day by
that's
day
what
or
I'm saying.
week
I
by
don't
week?
really have a goal. It's just more of a try, you know. And really, I kind of do actually have a plan. With my meals, I want to try and eat a little bit healthier, more proportioned, you know, meat, veggies, legumes, and then just kind of get into the habit of that. That will bring me into a diet that I've tried before that works really fucking awesome, so that it doesn't seem like a diet. At that point, I want it to feel like a habit. Like that's just how I want to eat. But I want to progress into that. I don't want to like pressure myself or get bored or feel like I don't want to do this, because the moment I do that, then I just say fuck and I don't care. And I just do what I want. So I rather just kind of ease into it, start eating healthy, you know, in the, you know, my dinner, lunch, whatever, and then just kind of work into it, get used to that, and progress from there. Maybe run a little bit more, possibly, maybe talk myself into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, but
Dude, I would say try jumping rope rather than running, because knees suck when you're, you know, getting a little bit older.
bro. Real quick flashback, funny story to basic training, man. Those first few fucking runs, dude, my knees were fucking softballs, and they were sore and hurting as fuck, dude. Like,
I think it's gonna get better now. It ain't.
Yeah.
All right,
it was fucking crazy. What do you got?
Got a comment here. This guy Logan England, he says that we should try the Four Horsemen, which I didn't know what that was, so he enlightened me.
The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
Jack, Jim Beam, Jose Cuervo, and James.
Jack, Jim, Jose, the 4 J's. The 4 J's.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Jack, Jim, Jose, and James.
Oh,
Wow.
I tried that once or twice.
Yeesh. I mean, just thinking about it kind of already makes me feel like, you know, it's like right here. That might be this castmate, Jameson.
Could be the missing link. Could be my demise. We'll find out.
Right.
Oh,
Funny shit. So what do you got for us, John? In regards to some gaming news.
I got nothing in gaming news. I have nothing, like absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've just been watching movies. But
Well,
you,
John, did you have a New Year's resolution?
Oh yeah, we kind of just railroaded over that shit there.
No, yeah, I said no drip, no drip.
Oh, that's right.
What's that?
He started off
No drinking,
the
no alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
alcohol.
I'm sorry. No, you're good. I kind of
must have flown right over my head.
I kind of feel like we skipped over Sean though.
Oh, what solutions?
And Jay, did you give yours too?
No, they didn't.
Well, let me tell you, man.
You guys are still recovering, aren't you?
From the time I was a kid, I'm talking like teenager, I have never made resolutions. Even back then, I always felt like if you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You're going to just fucking do what it is that you want to do, if that's what you really want to do. So why find one day a year to make some special fucking promise to yourself that you couldn't make the whole previous year? To me, you're a pussy. Fucking do it. That's my opinion on resolutions, and that's why I don't make them.
We all know how Jesus feels about pussies in here.
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
Jesus hates a pussy. Actually, I'm kind of in the same boat as Sean, so I don't want to necessarily say that I've got an actual like true de facto resolution. Although just prior to the New Year, so probably it was either Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. I was the last time I smoked a cigarette.
Oh.
So I've already started smoking. I made a promise to myself a long time ago that I would quit smoking by 40. This does not necessarily mean I'm going to completely curb nicotine and tobacco use for the moment. I would like to eventually do that, but the smoking has got to go. So I'm currently on week 2 of not smoking, which I'm doing pretty good with so far.
Good shit.
And
Oh,
then
nice.
I had plans last year to lose about 20 pounds, which I haven't really gained any weight, but I am still carrying this fucking 20 pounds around that I was trying to lose last year, which I can blame Corona and I can say this and that, but like the reality is I just didn't fucking lose it. So I got about 20 pounds I'd like to get rid of one way or the other. And kind of like Sean though, like it's get your ass up and do it versus
Either do it or
Jan-
don't.
January 1st is just a fucking day. You know what I mean? Let's be real. I mean, January 1st is just a day. It doesn't matter if it's January 1st, the 3rd, fucking February 23rd,
Yep.
you know, July 4th. It doesn't matter. Like,
Still the
just
same
do
piece
it.
of shit.
just fucking
Yeah.
do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it comes down to. Just do it. You know, and
It's
that's
just any other day.
I'm kind of
really
in the same philosophy. Like, you want to get in shape? Go to the fucking gym. You want to fucking eat healthier? Stop buying the bullshit at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, you want to stop drinking? Stop picking up the fucking the sixer on the way home. You know, at the gas station. It's no different. You know, you want to quit smoking by 40? Quit buying fucking packs of cigarettes. You know, every fucking other day. That's
Does
really.
this mean that when we're playing COD, we're done with smoke breaks? Like it's just bathroom
No, I
breaks
would
from
still
now?
no, I would still honor people. Other, this is just me. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah.
Other people's business is their business. It's not mine.
So no more smoke breaks every two matches.
I didn't. I don't even know. I haven't played Call of Duty in like weeks. I don't even know what you're
I
talking
know.
about anymore.
I
I
haven't
really
touched
don't.
that
Don't
shit.
change the subject, Jay. We've all had your goddamn smoke breaks.
You guys put up with them. You didn't have. You could have kicked me. I mean, just saying.
I could smoke in my house, so
I
smoke
could-
breaks
yeah.
didn't mean shit to me.
He's just fucking playing and smoking.
Dude, I quit smoking like maybe 5 years ago, and I still want a cigarette.
Yeah.
Really?
That does
Yeah.
not surprise me. A lot
Not
of my
easy.
addiction to cigarettes is I actually enjoy the act of smoking itself versus.
That's what I enjoyed too. I enjoyed having it in my hand. I enjoyed thinking while I sat there and smoked a cigarette.
Yeah.
See, mine was more of a social thing. I just like the hanging out and well, shit, you're smoking. Give me a cigarette. I'll smoke too with you.
Now,
you
if I
know?
was out and I was drinking, fuck, I'll smoke a whole pack in like fucking 4 hours.
Yep.
That's different. Yeah, I don't know why.
Thank you.
I don't know what it is. The appeal of smoking when you're drinking. It's almost like eating. You know, you have to fucking. I don't know if you just have to be doing something with your mouth when you drink. I think that's how a lot of us get in trouble drinking too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right? It's like
Mm.
shit.
Well, that's kind of how I knew. That's kind of how I knew it was time to finally bite the bullet and just stop it. Was because I'd have days where I was down to like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. I mean, total 2 or 3. You know, one in the morning, maybe driving on my way to work, maybe one driving on the way home, and somewhere in between those two, maybe like one on a break at lunch or whatever, right? And then, like Sean said, there'd be nights where I'd go out for a drink or two, maybe at the VFW. I'd buy a pack knowing that I was going to smoke, and I'd wake up the next morning and like fucking half the pack was gone. It'd be like, so I just jumped up from like fucking 2 or 3 a day to fucking like 10 or 15, you know, in a day. And it's like, no, you ain't gonna fucking quit smoking like that, bro. You know what I mean? That's not a
Yeah.
fucking, that ain't how that works. So I
So
use,
you're quitting cold turkey?
no, fuck no. I'm using Camel Snooze. So when I have a craving or a fucking whatever, it's this it's spitless tobacco. So it's tobacco pouches you put in your mouth, and it's spitless. And I had to start using these when I became an instructor. When I became an instructor at the NCO Academy. Well, because we're not allowed to dip. We're not.
So you're just gonna swallow your own spit? Like you just got that shit on there?
I've already had to use this for almost 2 years because when I became an instructor at the academy, we're not technically allowed to dip in the building or while we're teaching and stuff. So I would throw these in because you can't tell that I have these in when I'm using them, and I can use these and then it basically replaces the cigarette, and then my body gets the nicotine, then I don't crave the cigarette anymore. And it kind of becomes a positive feedback loop, basically, of not smoking. So
That's interesting.
and then eventually I'll fucking cessate that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's really all it comes down to. But at
What do
least
you
I'm
do?
not,
You just
at least I'm not
suck
smoking.
on it and you just swallow all that crap.
You never dip, did you?
Fuck no. That's
Okay,
nasty
well then
shit, man.
then you don't even know you don't even know.
See, see
You
the
can
thing.
make your little pussy faces and make your little pussy sounds, okay? And it doesn't if you never dip, you have no idea.
I don't
Like
know. I don't know.
I don't want to hear that
I
shit.
don't know a lot of.
I don't
I
think
don't know a lot of Hispanics who do dip though. That's not like a, you know.
I think I may have tried it, you know, in basic once, or not basic, but AIT once, and I can't, bro. I don't know why you even want to. It's
It's
I
a
like-
good
I
it
like
is a good
looking.
Go ahead, Sean.
I like these things, and I know if I dip, like I'm gonna be the guy that gets fucking mouth cancer.
Man, it's fair.
You're
I mean,
saying- you're
I didn't start dipping until I joined the army, so I've got 10 years of a little bit of mouth tobacco versus 20 plus years of smoking under my belt.
So you said you started when you joined the army. Was it after basic, like an AIT, or what was
Yeah,
your first
it was
experience
AIT.
with dip?
AIT
Okay.
AIT was the first time I dipped, and that's where I discovered that dipping could replace smoking as a delivery method for
Did you-
tobacco and nicotine.
Yeah,
So-
you're making my gums itchy right now just thinking about it. Fuck that.
You never went to Afghanistan either, did you?
No, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You do
know,
what you got to do, bro. I can't.
I'm pretty sure. But
Sometimes you can't take the 5-minute cigarette break. Sometimes at night there's noise and light discipline rules in effect, and if you need that fix, you will do what you got to do, and that's where chewing tobacco came into play. And these Camel Snooze, this is not really chewing tobacco. This is a fucking pouch that just goes in your fucking
with
gum,
tobacco in,
and it's
then you
it's
just
it's a
suck in
delivery
your-
method. I could put 2 of these in right now, and within 5 minutes, a craving would go away. I could spit them right back out.
It shouldn't be a problem, Velos. You put
doesn't
shit
ta-
in
it
your
doesn't
gums
take-
all the time.
Yeah,
It really does, and it really does not take long for this stuff to take effect.
and it's also no spit stuff he puts in his mouth. I think too.
I like to swallow. What can I say?
So, yeah,
I
right.
swallow.
So,
He
so
likes,
here's the
he
thing.
he likes
I mean,
that
you're
full
talking
aloe
about,
taste.
I kiss the homies goodnight. I swallow. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Swallow
okay.
the homies good night. What you fucking
It's
do.
too far, Jay. Too
No,
far.
it's not. No, the fuck it's not. And you know
Oh,
it.
it's too far with
He's swallowing the homies good
So
night.
Jay, here's the
Swallow the
difference. So
homies
I mean,
goodnight.
you're also talking about like when you need that fix. But I'm a really social smoker. Like if there's no cigarettes available, or I'm okay with it. You know, I'm just like okay, whatever. I just won't
I'm
smoke.
kind of-
But
I'm kind of the
if
same
I'm
way.
drinking, but that changes when I drink. Though when I drink, I will take a trip to the fucking store and buy a pack if there's no
Same.
cigarettes, and
Same.
it's gotten a lot more lately. But you know, normally I've never really been like a smoker, where I could just go
Yeah,
out, wake up in the morning, have your coffee and a smoke. Like I've never.
No, I can't
understood
say that. I cannot say. I've been smoking. I think I got hooked on. The first time I got actually legitimately hooked on cigarettes was, fuck man, I think I was 17.
Mm,
Yeah.
So we're talking like it's been almost not quite, but almost 23 fucking years, dude. That's a long time to be addicted to something and to be kind of like at the mercy of, you know, even and like you're saying, Velos, like there was times in the army where I wasn't allowed to smoke, whether we were field, when I tried out for SF a couple times when I went to selection, you know, couldn't go, you know, there's no tobacco at all, right? At certain
You have
times.
to be pure as fuck. It's like back in basic.
Well, and I was just like you. It's like if I don't have access to it, I got you. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. But I mean, I'm talking the fucking minute. The minute I was done, I was fucking smoking a cigarette, or
You were antsy.
I bought dip or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like that's
the homies.
or I swallowed the homies goodnight, you know, because I needed a fix.
Or you would brush your teeth with the meat stick. We got you. Yeah. I got,
You know, and you know, you guys are saying all this shit, but I smoke like 3 or 4 cigarettes an episode. Have you guys?
Yeah,
ever
see, I
noticed
can't-
that?
Bro, that's okay. That's okay. This is just my addiction, homie. Like you do you, man. There ain't no judgments
I
here.
love tobacco. Anything that grows from the ground, it's going in my body, baby.
That's what we're talking about. We're all made of stars, John. We're all made of stars.
poppies,
And speaking of
shrooms,
stars, what about our homeboy
you know,
that you were talking
cocaine.
about earlier?
Who's
the,
that?
The homie Gerard Butler. What was that shit?
Holy shit.
Yeah, what?
Motherfucking Leonidas, dude. This motherfucker. So he was just officially announced as he got the lead role in the God of War movie. So he's going to be fucking Leonidas is going to be Kratos, man. And I think it's big news,
That's
and
perfect
it's
casting.
I think it is. I think it is too. He's at that middle age where if he stacks like first off, this dude's gonna have to hit the fucking gym. Okay, this dude needs to get with fucking Dwayne Johnson and get on some of that fucking
Dude,
TRT shit or whatever
he's
the
a
fuck
big
using.
motherfucker.
Like Kratos is fucking huge, but he's also like middle age huge. He's like a grizzled. Yeah, and that's like I can easily see Gerard Butler like rocking the fuck out of this role, but he is gonna have to stack some plates, dude. Like, hard.
Bro, he's 51 years old. He's 51, and he's no Terry Crews.
Dude, fucking Rogan's like 53.
Dude, Joe Rogan's in fucking great shape. Guys, listen.
Yeah, but hold on. This is why I said like TRT, HGH. Like, there's Joe Rogan isn't like that naturally at 53.
Oh, he's on TRT, I think.
And I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's acknowledged it or not. I'm pretty sure that dude's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's done fucking HGH a few times. I'm pretty sure he's
probably
like
has.
Dude, if you think even the young actors aren't,
Mhm.
they don't have doctors that give them shit so they can get jacked. Look, first of all, what I just said, but secondly, when you have already, if you go back to Spartan 300, whatever the fuck it was called,
yeah.
As jacked as they were back then, when you get to that level at some point, your body remembers that shit. It's going to be easier for him to get back to that than it would if he had never.
Think so?
It is.
Yes, it is. It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
If you have been athletic and you've been fit and you've been jacked or ripped or any form of whatever that you used to be, it's easier to get back to that because your body's already done it. You make these.
I can get back to my nice, firm pecs instead of these bitch tits.
Instead of your boobies, your double D's.
I don't know, man. I might have to cancel my OnlyFans if that happens. So.
Well, and there's also
there's a market for your type of body, bro. You're good.
Well, there's also like science is kind of catching up to a lot of this stuff, and there's actually legal supplements now, or I should say semi-legal, depending on where you're at. But there's a thing called SARMs. It's selective androgen receptor modulators, and they were originally developed for cancer patients, and then some fucking gym rat, fucking meathead, fucking discovered these things fucking work really, really well if you're on a fucking exercise and diet regimen.
Like my balls. Yeah.
Well, it's basically, you could look at it too. It's either diet steroids or fucking or a super supplement, depending on how whichever side of the coin you want to fucking flip. But it equals the same thing. I mean, SARMs are legal, and you can use them and you can buy them, and you can have them shipped to your house. They're not cheap, and the reason they're not cheap is because they fucking work. You know what I mean? And Gerard Butler at 51 years old is going to be Kratos in the God of War movie. Dude's going to have to stack some plates. Period.
He's going to have to get bigger than what he was in Leonidas, though.
Well, okay. So let's break something down, because I just watched him in Greenland. The guy doesn't look unhealthy at all. I mean, he looks great. For his age, he looks great. And, he also, you got to remember, he also did action movies, the White House is Down series.
Greenland! I've been wanting to watch that.
So
I was wondering what. I was like, Greenland. Greenland sounds familiar.
I'll give you a non-spoiler review momentarily, but I don't think Gerard Butler has to do much, especially with the way that movies are going now. You could put on a fucking bodysuit and they could mold that shit to his body if they wanted to. But he's not unhealthy.
True.
He's definitely not unhealthy. Right. And actually, I have a funny story too. In 2009, I was in New York in Times Square sitting down, and there was a big Gerard Butler premiere. It was a movie that he did with Jennifer Aniston, where he's like a secret agent. I don't remember the movie, but that day the movie was being premiered.
No, he was a bounty hunter, I think.
Okay,
they were like,
that's how.
Yeah. And I know which one you're talking about. So and they were dating at some point or whatever. They had to. It's a rom-com or some shit.
Yeah. I haven't seen the movie, but I was sitting down in Times Square. I don't know. Now I'm gonna say now. I don't know if it was Gerard Butler or not. I don't know, but I got up off my chair because in Times Square they have lounge seats, and the lounge seats, they're like beach chairs, and in the summer you could literally lounge out in Times Square and just fucking tan if you want to. It's pretty crazy. And I got up off my chair and I hear this foreign accent, deep foreign accent. Are you taking that chair, buddy? I turn around and it's this fucking giant dude in a white fucking polo. And I'm just like, yeah, you could take the chair. And I walked away for a second, and my wife was looking at me. She was like, he kind of looked like Gerard Butler. And I turned around, and I said to him, you look a lot like Gerard Butler. And he just laughed. He just laughed, and that was it.
So was it Gerard Butler?
I don't know. And if and Gerard, if you're watching this, if it was you, please let me know.
Right? Someone tag his fucking Instagram or Facebook.
I'll text him, man. I'll text him. I'll
please.
tell him.
Tweet this out to him. And but yeah,
right?
I watched Greenland, and the first off, I watched 3 movies this week. After we did our New Year's podcast, and Greenland was one of them. And Greenland was probably the best movie that I watched out of the 3.
It was Gerard. Yeah, she's saying it was.
Shit.
She's saying you just missed an opportunity. You can be like, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you I'm telling you it was him. But yeah, we watched Greenland, me and my wife, and we relaxed. We watched a bunch of movies, and Greenland was the best one. And I think I'm pretty harsh with some of my movies, and this one I give it.
I saw a trailer for that.
I give it a 9.
Yeah.
I give it a 9.
Oh,
really?
This movie.
So just to inform people, I saw a trailer for that. I just looked it up because I totally forgot what it was. It's a fucking Armageddon movie, right? Basically, asteroids and shit coming to hit Earth or whatnot, or the big one, basically. If I'm not mistaken,
extinction level event type stuff, like
yeah. If I'm not wrong, well, I mean John's seen it, but I think
that's exactly it. There's a comet, and there's a lot of media manipulation saying that the comet's not going to hit Earth, blah blah blah. Think about what happened just a couple months ago when they said there was a comet that was going to come right through Earth, just pass right through us. This was the premise of the movie, and the comet comes, and I guess you can pretty much figure out what the fuck happens. People start running, people start fucking dying, and the thing I like about this movie is that there is a story behind all the destruction, and that's what made the movie for me. Solid 9.
Okay.
Great production, great ending, great fucking ending.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it was a great fucking movie. We also watched.
Did you? Oh my bad. I was gonna ask what platform you watched it on. How'd you watch?
I streamed it illegally.
what?
Oh, you bootleg. Oh, that's
I love how you just flagrantly.
There's no
admit that
such thing
shit.
as legal.
Yeah.
What you did was you movie shared off of somebody's server.
Yeah.
You movie shared.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to loan you my DVD and you would go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Modern day Blockbuster.
Whatever. I'm not gonna pay $20 to rent a movie. I'm sorry, guys. I'm $20. I'm gonna own it, and you're gonna give me the special features, the deleted scenes, and the behind the scenes blooper reel. I'm not renting the movie for $20. You could suck my dick. Fuck that.
Whoa!
Suck his dick. Suck his dick.
Fuck that shit. The movie industry is fucking tainted, and you're not getting my fucking money. We also watched Tenet, which I also streamed illegally.
Tenet was man. I don't care what Tenet is not that hard to understand, and I guess because I like these paradox time altering movies.
I've never once had to rewatch a Christopher Nolan movie. Not once have I ever had to rewatch a Christopher Nolan movie. That's the first time.
It's a good mind fuck.
Yeah, that is the first time I've ever watched a Christopher Nolan movie and been like, I have no fucking idea what I just watched. I don't think I'm probably gonna rewatch it. It's just that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time and a lot of effort for a movie that I really just wasn't that impressed with it. The action scenes were cool as fuck.
Oh,
the action scenes were. I remember, I did a movie review of that movie on this podcast, months ago. The action scenes were great, right? But at the end of that movie, and you can even go back and watch our our previous podcast where I reviewed it. I still, at the end of that movie, did not know what the actual fuck was going on. by the end of that movie, and I don't think I'm going to spend the time to rewatch it to try to figure it out. You know, and that's
Dude.
for a Christopher Nolan movie. That's really disappointing.
Yeah, I felt the
You think
same
so?
way.
I understood Memento the first time I saw it. I understood The Prestige the first time I saw it. You know what I mean? Like,
Prestige is so good.
shit like that is like, I shouldn't have to rewatch a movie just to figure out what the fuck I just saw, right? Like,
Well, it's almost like when people first watch.
Me, I don't fucking know. Like,
No, I like. So there's a scene in the movie where he's explaining to the guy physics and quantum physics and like time traveling and shit, and you know he tells him, is like, does your head hurt yet? Because he's explaining paradoxes, and I like thinking about that shit to the point where, you know, I've read books and I try to understand what's going on in the plot because of the back and forthness of it and the cause and effect. And I like that shit. Like, you know, making my mind fuzzy like that, just trying to think about it and trying to sort it out.
I like that stuff too, and I'm kind of I have tendencies to be somewhat of a science geek myself, but for me personally, that movie twisted my brain into one too many pretzels, and I left that movie fucking not knowing what the fuck I just saw.
I felt like that about Inception. See, Inception is one of those movies where
Inception, I understood Inception.
I understood Inception a hell of a lot more than I did.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Like I told you guys in when we spoke, to me, Tenet gets a 6.5, and that's the lowest the Christopher Nolan movie has gotten in my list.
Oh, easily.
Hey Jay, Christopher Smith wants to know what's in your glass.
I previously had Bailey's Irish Cream, and I just opened my second bottle of Sapporo, the Japanese beer. So,
so there's one movie that really had this. Typically, if they're trying to be all sneaky and unpredictable with the way that the movie's laying out, a lot of times I can figure it out. I think it was called Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
That one's pretty dope.
I had no fucking idea where this movie was going, and I sat there and finally at the end I was like, oh shit, I see it now. You know?
Yeah.
But you left that movie experience understanding the movie though.
Yeah, I did. And this was
did you cry when you saw his daughter as an old lady?
I think I got a little choked up, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched that movie in Afghanistan for the first time.
I didn't cry.
It's a visually beautiful fucking movie. The effects on that.
I didn't cry, but I also don't swallow the homies goodnight. So there's that.
Nice.
One movie, this was a while back. This was when I was a teenager. I went to the movies to see Pulp Fiction when it came out. And I had never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie. In fact, I'm not even sure.
That was like his second.
Yeah, I was going to say that may have been one of
his first. That was one of his breakout movies.
That was his breakout. His first real movie was Reservoir Dogs.
I was going to say, I thought Reservoir Dogs was his breakout.
Pulp Fiction was his like explosion movie.
So
okay.
I saw it like the second week it was out. Everybody was going crazy about how great it was. So me and the dude that was in my band at the time, we were like, let's go check this movie out. So we go, we're watching it, and everything's all out of sequence, and it's not making any sense. And then there's the scene where they're fucking ass raping Ving Rhames, and I look at my friend, and we're like, fuck this, and we left. We're like, what a fucking stupid movie. Then I went back and I watched it when it came out on video, and I was like, damn it, man, I shouldn't have left. That was when the movie actually started fitting together, right after that scene, you know, and I didn't get to see the fucking, you know, calling them some hard.
You left at the climax of the movie. Do you do that often? Do you leave
during
right at the climax? You just stop and fucking walk away.
I stay the course.
So like, speaking of Pulp Fiction, I remember it was nominated for Best Picture that year, and I actually convinced my mom to take me to see that movie. So as a 14-year-old, I think I was 14. I got to see Pulp Fiction in the fucking movie theater, and I'm still to this day extremely proud that I get to say I saw that fucking movie in the movie theater, because it's a fucking amazing movie. And like, you know, I'm sorry for Sean, like walking out on it as a probably disgruntled edgy teenager, right? Like, edgy as fuck, right? Like we all were, right? Like, and yeah, I'm very proud. I'm very proud to say that's one of the movies I'm most proud of seeing in the movie theater. Like, out of all the '90s movies I saw in the movie theater, that's one of the ones I'm most proud of.
I saw Gremlins in the theater.
Gremlins is fucking dope, man.
I saw
fucking love Gremlins.
Godzilla.
Oh, they want.
in the
They're
theater.
making a Gremlins 3,
Damn.
by the way.
Mm-hmm. And then I saw Purple Rain in the theater.
Jesus Christ, Sean.
Purple Rain.
Purple
Rain.
Yeah, my mom liked to go to the theater, liked to go to the movie theater, so I'd go. I was little. When all that shit came out, I was under 10 years old. But
that's crazy.
Nice.
yeah.
I can't wait to go to a fucking movie theater again, man. I can't wait.
Right?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I just got into like taking my daughters to movies and shit, and like started enjoying the, I guess, experience of it again. You know, like having kids and introducing them. Jesus Christ, this fucking cat. Yeah, and then COVID hit, and it was like, and then COVID hit, and that was it. Like a couple of years, like 2 years ago on my birthday, I took my daughters to see that fucking Spider-Man animated movie. What is it? The one where there's like
Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Miles Morales.
I took my daughters to see that movie on my birthday. That was like my birthday present to myself, was taking my daughters to see a fucking movie in the theater, and like we had a great time. Like, also that was a great fucking movie, by the way. You know, and yeah. I still have the fucking ticket stub in my fucking jacket. Like, I just kind of keep it there like a fucking good luck charm or something, right? Like that was it was just a good fucking day. I finally started. When I was a teenager, I used to watch movies all the time. I used to go to the movies all the time, and then I got into my 20s and I got poor for a while, and I just stopped watching movies. I stopped watching TV, and I'm kind of like slowly rediscovering the joy of being entertained, I guess. And now that I got kids, I can share that with them, and I've got a lot of movies and TV shows I can share with them, you know, as a grown man that they're not exposed to now. And I'm finally getting back into that, and then fucking coronavirus hit, and it was like, shit. Like, I want to take my daughters to go see fucking movies again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a old school drive-in movie theater here, not far from my little.
That's how I saw Tenet. I saw Tenet in Kansas City, fucking Missouri, at a drive-in. Yeah, that's how I saw Tenet.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, so you mentioned watching the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, Spider-Man. With that, does that, because there's a Spider-Man Miles Morales edition on PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. And Spider-Man's a pretty dope game. Kind of sucks they don't have it cross-platform, but that's Sony for you. Hello. Would it make you want to play the game, the Spider-Man?
Maybe if the girl. I mean, Spider-Man. My most. I own a lot of his. I own a lot of his comic books, and he's not my favorite comic book character. But if like my daughters
were into it,
wanted to see it, I'd probably have fun playing and have fun watching them be played. I guess. I don't know. Are we cutting in and out? Are you guys experiencing this? Because you guys are freezing on me.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You're breaking up like it's a 1999 cell phone.
Am I freezing on you guys? Because you guys are freezing on me.
Nah.
What the fuck?
I would say I'm experiencing Jay being the only one kind of
what
freezing
just happened?
Copy that.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Yep. It just happened right now. You were frozen for
I can't
4 seconds.
I can't see John. I can't see Carlos.
Well, you can see the important person. Then you're good.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's all right. So I mean, that's.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You're good now, man. Yeah. So
yeah,
cool. Going into this old fucking drive-in theater, because I went there when I was a little kid. Again, my mom, I guess she was big on movies, but we would go there, and then it shut down for a long time because nobody wanted to go to a drive-in theater. And then when everything is cool and retro and shit, somebody bought it, opened it up, redid it. Now there's 2 big screens, so there's a dividing sort of driveway in the middle, 2 screens on either side, and then it's all layered, and they have it so the big vehicles are in the back down to the smaller vehicles in the front.
Okay.
Two different screens, 2 different movies. A lot of times on one screen is going to be your kids movies, on the other is going to be like your PG whatevers with your
breakout
horror
movies.
movies. So it's pretty cool, and they I think it's like $5 for a carload. It's not much at all. They just ask don't bring food in. They want you to buy from their concessions, and their concessions are like funnel cakes, corn dogs, and shit like that.
That's how make their money,
but
right?
they're not exactly checking. Yeah, they're not exactly checking cars either. It's not like they're not Nazis about this shit. It's like
they're not Nazis. They will occasionally cruise around with a flashlight and just kind of check, and if they catch you eating shit that's not concessions, they'll boot you out and you can't come back.
Snacks are ass.
I don't think they see. They didn't do, when I was in Kansas City. They didn't do that at ours.
What are they really looking for? What kind of meal can't you bring in?
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? So let me tell you, during this pandemic, I think a lot of movie theaters did drop the ball on bringing back the drive-ins, because this would have been the opportune time.
Yeah.
They're bitching about HBO Max bringing all their movies straight to, making them available on their streaming service, and not being able to cash out on people coming to the theaters because they rather sit on their couch and watch fucking movies. But I mean, if we had one company to just kind of spring up a few drive-in movie theaters, I think they'd be a lot more successful, especially with the state of the way things are now.
This was a huge opportunity, and like people, this is the thing. There is going to be a market for people streaming movies straight to their house. Okay, there's a market for that, absolutely, and that's not ever going to. That is
before the pandemic.
And for some, that's not even a choice. For some, it's not even a choice.
That's not going to go away. That shit is not going to go away. But people want to get the fuck out of their houses, though. People want a reason to leave the house too, and I'm not just talking about because of coronavirus. I'm talking about in general. Like me, I said earlier, I rediscovered the joy of going to the movie theater, because of my daughters, right? It could be a movie theater, it could be a fucking drive-in, it could be whatever. People are looking for a reason to get out and go do stuff, right? And that's where, like you said, Veloz, you're right. You're fucking right, dude. Like people like these bigwig, snooty fucking rich motherfuckers who own these companies, they really fucking dropped the ball. I think instead of bitching to select. Well, like drive-in theaters went the way of the dinosaur like 10 years ago, but the reality is like they never should have gone away in the fucking first place. You know what I mean? Like people didn't realize.
Yeah, they really shouldn't have.
People didn't realize how good they had it, being able to fucking pull your car up and turn on a fucking radio station.
Dude, and then $5 for 4 people in a car versus $20 a person.
I don't know what you guys did. I don't know what you guys did at drive-in theaters when you were teenagers, but holy shit!
Eat meals.
I've never been to one.
I watched the movie.
Juicy meals.
I've never been to one.
Eat that snack.
Yeah.
And there wasn't stations when I was, whatever. We had these little fucking things you hook onto your window.
Yeah, the speaker.
Oh yeah, the speaker.
Yeah, they got rid of those.
Yeah.
Now
those definitely went the way of the dinosaur. Those are gone. Those are gone.
Because you can tune into a specific radio station, right? Like the movie theater has a specific low wattage.
They have a low wattage output radio station where the wattage only allows for
fucking small.
Yeah, it's like several hundred. It's like several.
That's all you need.
Meters. It's like several hundred meters, and then after that, after you go outside of that, you're freaking. Yeah, you're not going to hear it. You know what I mean? So.
And dude, here in my small town of Clover, this is a small country town, right? Like, we used to have one stoplight until about 2 years ago. Now I think total we've got like 3 stops. But that's
you literally live in like a 1-horse town.
Yeah. It's but because Charlotte is expanding, Clover is getting bigger. But anyway, they still have sort of those old school values, and so out in this big park that they built, it was like a big soccer field / whatever. they've got an area where they'll do like a family movie projection onto like a big ass screen out the park. They'll put it out like when you get your water bill, they'll put in a flyer for what's going on in the town. And so they'll tell you what movie is playing, or if there's like a band that's going to play in the park. They usually get these oldies bands or like shag music. Y'all probably don't know what shag is. That's a Carolina thing, but
I like the shag.
Yeah, not that kind of shag.
Baby, yeah, yeah,
Shag, baby. Yeah.
Shag music, like this mixture of beach music, blues, and old school R&B. It's somewhere in between all
It
that.
actually sounds kind of
Glad
cool.
you didn't say bang.
Have any shag bands like kind of made the scene at all? Like,
yeah, dude.
who?
Depends on what kind of scene you're talking about, though.
I'm not like, fuck, I can't think of any right now, but there's been a few. There's been some of the old like 50s and 60s doo-wop groups, whatever, that transitioned to shag, and they did really well. Like Chairman of the Board. I don't know if you ever heard of the Chairman.
I'm genuinely interested to hear this. When you have a chance, if you could look that up later and send me a link. I'm genuinely.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool. It sounds like a cool. It's you remember when ska got big in the ’90s?
Yeah.
Ska was kind of like a mixture of like punk, reggae, fucking.
It was interesting.
They had like a horn section. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like it was just a real eclectic mix of good music, but they did it in such a way that it was cool, right? It sounded good, right? Like that sounds cool. Shag sounds cool. Like I don't know.
Music was very specific. It was born here in the Carolinas, and people that are typically about now, people that are retired. So the retirement age, those are the ones who grew up in the heyday of shag music. But even now, when you go out on the beach or whatever, there's clubs all the time that are booking these bands and stuff like that. If I really wanted to get work as a musician, if I just put myself out there as for hire as shag, I'd be playing beach gigs nonstop.
Yeah.
Not that I have a feeling I already know the answer to this question, but like just out of curiosity, why don't you?
It's just not my. I don't have enough room to breathe. Musically, I like to make shit up, and I like rock. So
okay, nothing wrong.
Too aggressive.
Right in line with what I thought you were gonna say. Like, because Sean ain't a fucking sellout. That's what he said. Sean ain't a fucking sellout. That's what he said.
Yeah, but that's shag music, man. Fucking Carolina loves our barbecue, and we love our shag, the collective hour.
One of these days we're gonna, Sean, that if we ever do a meetup. You're going to have to put some Carolina barbecue on ice. I'm going to put some Kansas City barbecue on ice, and we need to share our cultures with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
So we just got to set a date. And honestly, it all
I told you, I don't give a fuck if they. I told you, I don't give a fuck if they cancel Mardi Gras, dude. Like, let's do fucking Mardi Gras. Like, straight up. I don't give a fuck.
It's a paid holiday for me too. That's fucking awesome. I like living in this state. Like Mardi Gras is a paid holiday for me. It's recognized as a.
Dude, even if like it for worse or wear, even if I got to do like a fucking 3-day like turn and burn where I fly in on one day, we have a 1 day together, and then I fly out the third day. Like I don't give a fuck. Like let's do fucking Mardi Gras, man.
We have 43 days and 12 hours to plan it out.
Oh shit!
I'm down.
Fat Tuesday. That's the countdown for Fat Tuesday.
Sign me the fuck up. Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah.
I go back to work tomorrow, so I'll talk to the top brass tomorrow about getting out of the fucking state for fucking Fat Tuesday.
So parades in New Orleans. Parades in Orleans parishes have been canceled, but Jefferson Parish in New Orleans is tentatively moving its parades to Memorial Day weekend.
Hey, where are the which part of fucking New Orleans is the all the fucking graveyards in, man? That's what I want to see. I don't give a fuck about the French Quarter. Dude. I want to see. Is that the French Quarter? Is that the French Quarter? Because like, I want to see the fucking graveyard.
That's all the old shit. Like
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about all the other bullshit. I don't give a fuck about the pageantry. I want to see the fucking graveyards, dude.
What was that? Hold on.
Hey Jay, Eva wants to know what kind of barbecue you like. That's your favorite Casey barbecue, and she says, "Wait, hold on." don't say Gates.
No, it'd be fucking probably Arthur Bryant's, and then there's a place that I can't remember the fucking name of. There's a place that is across. It's on the other side of I-70. It's on the other side of I-70 from the sports complex where the Royals and the Chiefs play. And I cannot remember for the life of me the name of that place. Baby, do you remember? Do you know the name of that place?
Jay?
It's like right across. It's like across I-70 from. It's like a walk-in place. Like you walk in and you fucking just like it's not even like a drive-through or anything. It's like a fucking. But it's like a right across from the sports complex, but it's on the other side of I-70.
Sounds like it's some kind of like shack that you just walk up.
It
to.
is. It fucking. It's no. That's That's in Independence. And that's a chain. That's a chain restaurant. There's a place across from the sports complex that I can't think of the name of right now, but I've been there once with my dad before a Royals game, and that place was fucking delicious.
Okay.
That is Gates. Oh well, that's okay. That's Gates. That's Gates. That's what.
Yeah,
That's what Eva. Yeah, but I was there fucking like years ago. Like, and you know, Eva can say don't say Gates, but like okay, but she's a Kansas City. Okay. She's a Kansas City barbecue snob. Come on, like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's Kansas City's average barbecue is better than most cities' best barbecue, right? Just like growing up in Tucson, Arizona, our average Mexican restaurant is better than most cities' best Mexican restaurant, right? Like you can be a barbecue snob if you come from Kansas City, right? I'm not because I didn't grow up there.
Dude,
every barbecue there is fucking good to me, right?
You can't be a barbecue snob unless you come from Texas. So I mean, I don't know what.
Get the fuck out of here!
Whoa! Hold up a second. Hold up.
Fuck you.
There ain't barbecue
Wait.
like Texas barbecue.
Hold up.
Texas.
Hold up.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hold up.
Hey,
Because
nobody was talking about Texas, bro. Nobody said a fucking word about Texas until you brought it up.
I'm fucking talking about it now.
First
I'm
off,
talking about it now.
You fucking vegan, cross-fitting, fucking asshole. Nobody
That's
said
San
a
Antonio.
fucking word about your
We don't
fucking
do
shithole
that shit.
state, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about Texas.
yeah. First
Okay,
off,
shut up.
first
Nobody,
off,
we're
fuck
talking
Texas.
about Carolina
Okay, here
and
we
Kansas
go,
City
guys.
barbecue, and
Okay,
you had to fucking bring in your fucking stupid state.
One at a time, motherfuckers. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. First off, Veloz, fuck Texas. Fuck the Texas
Texas.
Rangers. Fuck.
Oh,
Fuck the Astros. Fuck the
the-
Texans.
yep.
Whoa!
Fuck the goddamn fucking
No!
Oilers.
Whoa! Calm
Fuck
down.
the Cowboys.
Second off,
Hey,
Fuck all y'all.
Second
Fuck
off-
Texas,
Yeah, fuck the
dude.
Cowboys.
Second,
Cowboys ain't
Fuck
Texas.
I
y'all, dude.
fucking
Fuck
love.
the Rockets. Fuck
Fuck-
the Stars.
Hold up.
Fuck your
Wait.
whole state,
Can
dude.
we
Fuck the
rant
Spurs.
one at a time?
I fucking love barbecue sauce, and the best barbecue sauce I've ever had is from fucking not fucking Memphis, fucking Kansas City. It's a fucking bottle of barbecue sauce that I buy. It's called it's like Kansas City baseball barbecue or some shit like that.
816.
Yeah,
It's 816. Is it called 816?
I believe so. On top of that, the Pringles that I fucking get is fucking Kansas City spicy barbecue.
Oh, well, fuck decided then. Fucking Pringles.
No. See, that's why. See, earlier I wasn't trying to get into a fucking pissing contest. I wasn't trying to get into a pissing contest about this. I said we would share our cultures with each other, and Veloz had to bring in this fucking shithole fucking state to my south. You know,
That would be his culture, you
To
fuck.
yourself.
I don't need that. I don't need that culture because everybody from that state shares the culture whether you ask for it or not. Just like he just did. Like I already know. Hey, we got
What are you talking
Whataburger.
about?
Whataburger's better than In-N-Out. Oh my God! Nobody fucking asked you if Whataburger was better than In-N-Out. You
Fuck
fucking just told me.
Whataburger.
Thank you.
But it is.
Like
But it
Jesus
is.
Christ. Like thank you, Texan. Thank you, Mr. Texan or Mrs. Texan, for sharing your culture with me. I didn't ask for it.
Aren't you
We already
from
know- we
Chihuahua,
already know-
Mexico,
we already
though?
know
You're
all
not-
Brought
about
up
your state.
barbecue.
Hey,
You
remember
bring
the
up barbecue,
Alamo?
we're gonna fucking
Everybody
bring
remember
Texas.
the Alamo? Fucking nobody asked about Texas, but by God, Texas and Texas citizens
Just
will
remember-
let you know about their state, whether you want to hear it or not.
Just remember,
You guys
you're-
are like vegans. You guys are like vegans and CrossFitters. You'll fucking tell us all about your state, whether we ask or not. Okay? Fuck Texas, dude.
what?
Texas.
I'm so confused. But wait, like you're not from Texas though. You're from Mexico and went to Texas. So you're not from. Not like. Wait, isn't that the story that you told us? Aren't you like from some place called Poodle, Mexico, or some shit like that?
Did you say God
He's
damn,
from
did you say
Chihuahua.
poodle? God Damn it. John, aren't you Puerto Rican, dude? I know you can speak a little bit of Spanish, dude. Jesus. That was terrible. That's the most terrible pronunciation I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, I was born in Houston, Texas. Okay?
So you are from Texas.
I'm first generation Hispanic. I am. I'm first generation Hispanic born in Houston. So,
Hey,
fuck you guys.
we had a comment, and they're insisting that I read this comment. So
Oh, boy.
the comment is,
You were
the only thing out of Texas is steers and
steers and oh my
You don't
fucking
see
god!
all-
Be original, please.
Yeah,
Please be
original.
fucking original. No, come on, bring up some.
That comment is
Jesus
so played
Christ.
out. That comment is so played
Really?
out. That's
Fuck
come
you.
on. That's
Man, what is it with?
Yeah,
He's
so-
probably from the fucking army too. Who the fuck?
So
Hold on.
Christopher,
He's probably.
they said, "Fuck you, you unoriginal bastard."
Fuck that. Come
Oh.
up with even on Jay's tirade, he fucking backed me up on that. At least come up with something fucking better than some cheesy ass overused.
Yeah, I said you were like vegans and CrossFitters because like you're gonna share
Vegans
Texas
and
even
CrossFitters.
whether I ask or didn't ask. Like
Yeah,
that's like come on now.
Well, you could definitely tell that Velosa is definitely not vegan nor CrossFitter.
Hey, real talk, Chris. Hey, for Chris Smith. Hey, man, we do love you. That's Christopher Smith is the commander of my VFW. So
Oh.
that's who that is. That's who that is.
Cool.
So we do love you, Chris. But yeah, you got to be a little bit more original than that.
Come on, come up with some better shit, bro. Come on.
Well, you know why that doesn't mean a lot to me? Because believe it or not, I was the chaplain of my VFW.
That's cool.
If you can imagine being a fucking chaplain.
I can actually. I mean,
I could.
I can't have
I
very
actually could.
like
What?
Yeah.
being a chaplain is not
surprise me.
necessarily like.
Well, fuck you guys.
Fuck. I thought it was funny.
He didn't
You
get
fit-
the
you
reaction
fit
that
the
he
time.
wanted.
I mean,
You really didn't.
you don't have to be. You don't necessarily have to be spiritually inclined to be a chaplain. You know what I mean? Like it's more about being a supporter.
You're
like
easy to talk. You're easy to talk to.
being a rock for people. Being a rock for people and being present is more about
Like a rock.
like as a chaplain.
I had to read all the prayers. Like they wouldn't let me actually pray. I had to read all the shit. It was very contrived. I didn't really care for
Really?
it. Yeah.
They wouldn't let you just like come up with your own prayer.
No, because I am
They have
kind of a spiritual person.
Yeah.
So it really was not much of a leap for me to, pray like heartfelt prayer and stuff like that. So there was one. We were recommitting some cemetery that had a lot of like unmarked black graves in my town. It was like the cemetery was run down, so we redid it and sort of had a ceremony there. And I came up with my own little thing where I spoke and then did the prayer, but I didn't get backlash for it. They just reminded me that we have cards to read. So I
It's like
just
reading a cue card.
There's
Well,
a
don't-
cue, Sean.
Don't go off script.
after my 1 year was
Read the
up with that,
teleprompter, god damn it.
didn't redo it.
I'll tell you what, and it's funny you mentioned that, Sean, because there's a lot of VFWs, and this is not to disparage the VFW as an organization at all, but there have been a lot of VFWs that have closed in the last decade because of lack of new membership, lack. The older members are older,
They're
so they're dying off, and if the VFW as an organization doesn't progress and it doesn't kind of like go into the new century, the new technology, the new generation. We have a whole generation of GWAT veterans, like if they don't join, that's what's going to happen. And it makes me feel bad for you, Sean, because at our VFW, like, I don't think we would really care too much if somebody wanted to do that. I personally, we do kind of like the contrived, like written down prayer. I would like it a lot more if somebody actually did just say what they wanted to say, because
From our heart. It means something.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's real. It's just for me, and maybe I don't know if you feel the same way, Sean, but for me, it's disingenuous to just read something somebody else wrote every month. You know what I mean? Like that's not a prayer. Like, and I'm not even a very spiritually inclined person anymore. You know what I mean? Like, but I'd rather listen to somebody talk from their heart than something written down fucking 500 years ago that I don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, dude. Like,
especially as a chaplain, like when you're actually the chaplain, and you realize that it actually means nothing. They could have gave that to anybody.
that's correct.
I happen to have a minister's license.
I do too, actually. I do too, actually.
Not nearly as lofty as it sounds, but so that was kind of how I got in on the chaplain side, and you just realize quickly, like, well, this is a joke, and I don't like being part of a joke like that. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. It's an insult. Fuck that. That's how I feel about it. And our VFW post is a dry post on top of what you just mentioned, Jay. So it's even worse because you can't even go drink and have a good time.
Yeah,
but
fuck that.
I don't feel bad about it at all, because if they can't make the turn, if they can't make the changes to bring in, new life or whatever, they deserve to die.
That's one
VFW.
Actually, I agree 100%. And that is something that actually, that's how I kind of became involved with my VFW, was because not only is the VFW I go to a little bit more progressive, it's what we call an open post. So you do not have to be a veteran or a member of the VFW to drink there. You have to be a member to go to the fucking meetings, obviously, when we have meetings once a month, right? But to just drink in the bar, it's open to the public. And that's one thing that our post did to kind of, I guess, stave off the inevitability that, if we don't open up to the public, we ain't going to get no fucking business, right?
Yeah.
So we actually get a fair amount of business. I'm not going to say we fucking pack the house every night, because we don't. But there are plenty of nights where it's fucking party in there. You know what I mean? And that's it's a VFW, but we have a good reputation in the little community that I live in. And we do a lot to help veterans, and just being good in general, and helping veterans and helping the community and supporting each other. And I don't have to worry about going and getting a fucking fist fight with some fucking 25-year-old punk that just is looking to fucking flex his nuts. You know what I mean? Like, I can go in there and fucking drink my fill and fucking catch an Uber to go, going home. I ain't got to fucking worry about fucking anybody starting shit.
Picturing someone flexing their nuts.
I tried. I can picture, man. I'm just sitting here trying to flex. Is that like a male Kegel?
I mean, you're from the East Coast, so I'm not going to hold it against you. But I mean, are you telling me you've never been into a bar and had a problem with somebody that fucking you had no problem with at all, and they fucking just flexed on you for no reason?
Yeah, we just talked about this story like 2 podcasts ago.
Did we?
Where somebody thought he was like some little what was it? They thought he was like some millennial fucking what do you call those people? Shit, I fucking forgot. Flannel wearing man bun.
Hipsters, man.
Oh,
hipsters.
hipster. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't we just talk about this? He's totally had that experience.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like I don't gotta worry about that going into my VFW at all. Like I go in there, I can either talk to everybody, or I can be left the fuck alone and just fucking drink my beer by myself. And it doesn't really, either way, it doesn't matter. And that's the kind of bar I like. I don't need all the bullshit.
I'm kind of talking about is that if you took us right now and rewound about 50 years, we would be at the VFW. But
Correct.
We're not. We're in 2021, and we're on a podcast in a gaming group for veterans, right?
Correct.
That's the change of culture. That's the change of times. We can join any number of veteran groups on Facebook, on Instagram, on stuff like that. So groups like the VFW, if they want to really change, they've got to have a fucking ginormous overhaul of their image and get on social media and be a presence.
Right.
Start in the young veterans that way.
I agree.
Do a fucking silky road march where everybody's got to wear their silkies and fucking carry a flag. Like, that's the kind of shit that guys our age want to do. Yeah. We don't want to sit around with a bunch of guys that are, maybe 10 years off from dying. And I hate to say it that way, but that's true. The business model that they've got is a dinosaur. And that's why they're having the problems. My VFW helps the community as well. Your boy on here is saying that you should mention the food bank, so put a bookmark on that one. But we sponsor essay contests for the local high school kids to write about patriotism, and the one read through them all.
Ours does the same.
Give them some.
Listen,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Finish your thought. My bad.
I'm pretty much done. It's all good.
He's exactly right. What were you gonna say, Carlos?
No, just between what Eva and Nikki are talking about, McRibs are fucking delicious. That's some fucking good barbecue.
God damn it.
Fuck you guys.
Jesus fucking Christ, Carlos. We're like having like a serious conversation here, and you fucking like jump over to a fucking McRib.
I'm reading the comments here, man.
Dude, you are such a fucking bitch sometimes. You know that,
who's
dude?
in charge of our
Such...
comments right
First
now?
off, you bring that fucking shithole fucking North Mexico state like Texas fucking
North
conversation.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna fucking like jump from the VFW to the fucking You know, you really need to fucking like check yourself sometimes, homie. You really do. That's bullshit. That's just bullshit.
Check yourself.
McRibs.
You went from fucking the VFW to a fucking McRib, dude. What the fuck, man?
I just happened to notice the comments here that your lovely lady fucking posted, and
she hates him, and I fucking love him. I'm sorry. I anxiously await every year when the McRib comes back.
Well, there's talking you probably like those.
That's me with the Burger King.
From Applebee's.
That's me with the
your
Burger
idea
King
of good barbecue.
chicken parms.
I like meat in my mouth. I said at the beginning of the fucking podcast, I like meat in my mouth. You fucks.
We've been over this literally all 26 episodes, and we finding out today that he likes to swallow them. Like, what the fuck?
Just swallow the homies. Good night. All right. This ain't like a wild concept here. All right. Fag in, fag out. All right.
Yeah, so Logan says maybe BMW needs to start fucking stocking McRibs.
Right?
It doesn't work when you freeze them because they've already been frozen. So after they get cooked, it actually doesn't work very well.
You're actually
it does not work because all they freeze is those like rib patties. But when you've got the onions and the pickles added and the bread, and you try to like refreeze that shit, it does not work. I'm telling you right now, it does not work.
Speaking as a '92 golf, you don't want to do that shit, dog.
Yeah, it doesn't, dude. It is not good.
I've
done it.
That's coming from our military cook here.
I have done it before. I've done this years and years ago. Like, I tried to freeze a couple and save them for whatever rainy day. And that shit,
how would you do that?
Dude, it does not work. It does not work. The reheating process and trying to, it ain't good. I would literally rather just wait until
at that point
McDonald's
brings
them back out.
You're just baking rubber at that point.
They are back out right now. They're back out right now.
I know. I'm tracking. I'm eating the shit out of them. Trust me.
You could probably just put it on the counter.
But he's talking about losing 20 pounds.
Yeah. Why did everybody get quiet?
John, you can eat whatever you want and lose weight. The difference is, are you not in a calorie deficit?
No. The
problem
is my metabolism is fucked up, and I can eat whatever the fuck I want, and for some odd reason, all I get is stomach aches and not weight gain.
Oh yeah.
You have a different issue than me and Carlos have. You have a much different issue than me and Carlos have.
Dude, on a regular, I have 3 double cheeseburgers from either Burger King or McDonald's, and then on top of that, I have an order of chicken fries. Maybe I'll sneak a couple chicken nuggets for my kids, but I definitely eat some fries.
See, I was like that at 19, 20, and now I did my bitch tits get bigger. That's about it.
When I was in the Army, I was eating raviolis, French fries, burgers on a daily fucking basis at the DFAC, and I was gaining weight like a motherfucker. I was even flagged for the majority of my time in the military because of that. Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
You were flagged?
They flagged me for being
for
being overweight because my neck was too fat and my waist was too big, my stomach. So then they would be like, so I'm like, okay, so what do I got to do? Oh, don't eat as much. How do I get my neck bigger? Eat. All right, so what the fuck you want me to do?
So the way you get your neck bigger, and Jay might be, familiar with this process. You gotta, that's how you work on your neck.
Jay's evolved. He's Jay's evolved. He's not kissing them anymore.
Yeah, I'm swallowing.
Good night. Right. I'm being a little too romantic, I guess. Jay's all about
dude. So
I don't need fucking
So
romance to
basically,
do
you
that.
have-
I don't need
You,
romance.
you ever come across a chick that's like this? I mean, you know how she's working her neck out.
He's like,
My back
Maybe-
is broken.
Surprised Jason like that.
damn.
My back is broken. Spinal.
God damn. This guy gets it.
How do you feel after that fight? My back is broken. Fuck, man.
oh god.
What's
God,
our run
We
time?
are so fucking stupid, dude.
What's
We're
our-
so fucking
True
stupid.
pro. Fuck yeah, baby. Hey,
We're-
ain't no
we're-
shame in
we're-
my game.
We're
Love
about there.
Hour 15.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
okay,
we're
cool.
about there.
Yeah,
We're about
we
there.
are about there.
All good.
We are about there.
all good. It's all
Jay,
good.
you changed your shirt.
Did you?
You didn't notice
Yeah.
that? Like, we started the podcast. I changed my shirt before the podcast, bro. Like, you didn't notice
did
that
you?
this whole time, John?
No, I didn't. Oh, you're wearing a Danzig shirt, New Jersey's own,
Goddamn
baby.
right.
Hooah. Lodi, New Jersey. You know, if you guys don't know who the fuck Danzig is, just.
And by the
educate
way, if you
yourself.
don't, if you know who Danzig is, and the only song of his that you know is
Mother.
called Mother,
Mother-
you really need to expand your horizons, because that dude has albums. That dude has albums full of songs that are every bit as good and better than the song Mother. So just putting that out there, like, there's a reason I rock Danzig, because Danzig is the shit, and he always was.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to tell you the
Good.
situation I saw.
What'd you say, Sean? Wait,
Glenn Danzig is a dick. I saw him live
He is
on
a
an
dick.
Ozfest
Yeah, he is.
tour.
no, he totally
And
is.
all he would not shut up between every fucking song about, and this was after the Mother breakthrough single. All right, so this was when everybody knew who the fuck he was. In between every song, he went on and on about how Ozzy is the only person with big enough balls to take him out on tour. And I'm sorry, to take Glenn Danzig out on tour, because he talked about himself in the third person. And I'm sitting there thinking, if you're so fucking cool, you should be on tour yourself, you fucking fag.
Well, do you remember when we were talking about artists that never sold out?
Yeah.
Like, Glenn Danzig is definitely an asshole. Like, I actually got backstage passes one time, right? And he is definitely a fuking prick, right? Or at least he used to. I think he's softened up a little bit in his old age now, but he was a fucking colossal prick back in the day, right? Here's the thing with me and Danzig, because I'm not a fan of people being assholes any more than anybody else is, right? His music though is phenomenal. But it's also extremely fucking dark. Like, it's dark as fuck. Like, and what he was saying during those concerts that you saw, Sean, is not exactly untrue, because some of his lyrical content with no curse words at the time, we're talking about late 80s, early 90s, was extremely not socially faux pas, or excuse me, not socially fucking acceptable, excuse me. And it would be a faux pas for, a band on the come up to take him on tour. I saw him on his own tour. God, this was late in his career, like 2002, 3 maybe, 2003, 2004. It was a Circle of Snakes tour, and his album was Danzig 8, and the dude has phenomenal fucking music, and people only hear Mother on the radio, and the reason is, even though this dude doesn't really curse a lot in his music, his goddamn lyrical content is so fucking dark, they won't play anything other than Mother on the fucking radio, because he talks about some fucking dark ass shit, and I'm saying, like, without cussing, and nobody knows any other song by Danzig except Mother. But if you go into that dude's catalog and you listen to some other songs, it's phenomenal fucking music. He plays a real, like, his second album, Danzig 2, it's called Lucifuge. It's blues metal. The whole fucking album is blues metal, and it's fucking amazing. His guitarist is a guy by the name of John Christ. That is
Fucking great.
oh my fucking the tour that I saw him on, when I saw Danzig finally play live, John Christ was on that tour. I got to see John Christ play fucking songs.
It was great.
It was amazing. It was, dude, and I'm saying, like, Danzig is very underrated, because the only song 99% of anybody fucking knows is fucking Mother. And that's off his first fucking solo album. This dude was the lead singer of fucking Misfits,
Yes, he
everybody.
was.
When you guys hear fucking I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch, that's Danzig. That's Danzig as the lead singer of the fucking Misfits.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Really?
that is fucking
That's
Danzig.
fucking crazy.
That is Glenn Danzig.
No
And that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
He's been around.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
we
there's
go where
interference.
Eagles dare. We go where Eagles dare, right?
Right.
Like that's Danzig. And
I'm so sorry. I heard a high pitched noise in my.
That would be John singing.
Oh, was that John? I'm sorry. I
You
thought it was an
motherfuckers don't
interference
know.
or some
You
shit. That
guys-
was.
You guys don't know about that shit. You guys.
it's
don't
all
know.
right. It's all right.
You
No,
guys don't know about
That's
David
all
right. Real quick.
Jones.
I'll get off Danzig's dick.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Jay's gonna love me for this one, but I just had to respond to Logan. It's not that much of a secret, Logan. FYI.
What did
Yeah.
Logan say?
Just saying. It's not much.
So
He said I made those moves like a pro.
Danzig has this reputation of being a mix between Jim Morrison and Elvis Presley vocally. But if you take that and you put him in a dark metal band, like that's the draw. That's what's so good about it.
His voice is phenomenal. His voice,
Yeah.
and by the way, for years and years, everybody called him like Dark Elvis.
Yeah.
Actually, he just came out.
Danzig finally released an album of Elvis cover songs.
No shit.
I swear to look it up. Look it up.
there's a whole
He
album.
finally did it. That's right. That's what I was saying earlier. He finally he got softer. He got a little bit softer in his old age. He got a little bit fucking cooler in his old age. He's not as big of a fucking. By the way, Sean, going off what you said, when I had backstage passes, right? I got to meet John Christ and thank him for all the fucking music he fucking made, and a couple of other guys in the band. I didn't even bother fucking attempting to talk to Danzig because when he came out, if you didn't have fucking tits, he didn't talk to you. And I already knew that at the time. So I didn't even bother him. I didn't even attempt to bother him when I had backstage passes. I thanked John Christ because I knew exactly who John Christ was. This is back in fucking like 03 or 04, I think, on the Circle of Snakes tour when he was in Tucson, Arizona. And
So he would have talked to Velos then.
What do you mean?
He would, because I have tits. You're wrong. Totally wrong.
So there's a really good video for people who think Danzig is a giant ass fucking prick of him getting knocked the fuck out by security.
That's a night that the lights went out on Danzig.
Ooh, man,
That's a night that he fucked around in Arizona. That happened in Arizona, by the way.
Oh,
By the way, like
One later.
if you have doubts about people from fucking Arizona, dude, like watch that fucking video because that's what happens. That's what happens in Arizona when you push a fucking really laid back motherfucker to his fucking breaking point.
There's some fuck around and find out shit.
Yeah, that is like some fuck around and find out. Like that's people in Arizona tend to be very, very laid back, but once you cross like that line, it's like people just start swinging. Like they don't care.
Is that right?
Like, and that's exactly what happened to Danzig that night, and he got fucking laid the fuck out.
Especially stoners, fucking Mexicans, and Native Americans. I've seen so many fucking fights from people that are just like, don't start none, won't be none type of people.
Yep, that's right.
You started some shit, and they got.
That is exactly. If you're familiar with the Phoenix and the Tucson metropolitan areas, that is exactly the mentality. I'm not quite as familiar with the smaller rural areas in Arizona and the reservation areas, but the metropolitan areas of Arizona, that is exactly how it is. If you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing.
Yep.
But if you bring some bullshit, you're gonna get 3 times your bullshit fucking back in return.
Don't bring that
Like
shit to
shut
the
up and
that's
side.
put it,
exactly
man.
how it is.
Shut up and put up. Shut up
you
and put
throw-
up, motherfucker.
You throw a firecracker in Arizona. You throw a firecracker in Arizona. You're gonna get a fucking nuke drop. You're gonna get a fucking nuke dropped on you. Fucking.
Hey, bitch. Shut up and put up, bitch.
And over here
This
in
one
the
motherfucker.
and over here in the east
Fucking
side, on
hate
the
that
east coast,
term.
we just
That's how
run-
they
we
do.
just
That's
run
how they do it in Texas, by the way. What Veloz just did. That's how they do it in Texas. That ain't how we do it in Arizona.
Yeah, in New Jersey, we
That's how they
just
do it
hit
in
each other with
Texas.
we just hit each
Ass-a-rona.
other with cars.
Ass-rona. Tuck-son ass-a-rona. Is that how y'all do it?
Is it what?
Hey,
I was reading
so
comments.
Christopher said we should play Cards Against Humanity. I think that would probably be pretty fun, like on a virtual.
I thought
but we'll have to buy it.
Dude, John had the poker night idea. That was
Yeah,
like,
poker
we
night
could
what's
was
on-
good, though.
yeah, we could definitely if you
we
want.
could do like an online poker game
We could do
where we
it.
play each other and like live stream
Texas Hold'em.
poker game.
Well, I'm only
Texas
in Facebook
Hold'em.
jail. Not. Well, look, the poker game that I have in mind is called HD Poker, and when you sign up, you get like 25 million coins for it.
Can we? Yeah, but can we fucking live stream our
Yes.
game though?
Yes, we can because
Can we live stream? Can we live stream our game without
It's a
showing
virtual
each other?
poker game, right?
we're
Can we
go-
live stream
Yeah.
our game? Can we live stream our game without showing each other our cards?
yes.
Is another question.
I mean,
Yeah.
people are gonna people will see mine. People will see mine, but they won't see yours.
But then we can't play.
But then
'cause
we
we'll
yeah
see
we
your
that we
cards.
can't do
So
that
how
though.
how do you expect the stream to go on then?
We
Because
just don't monitor the stream. We'll have over-the-shoulder fucking cameras looking at our cards, and we just won't monitor the stream.
oh, you want to do that?
People can
We can do
comment
that
all they
too.
want.
We could do that too.
We're
That's
gonna
an idea.
we're
That's
gonna-
not a bad idea,
we're gonna
Sean.
we're gonna have to work that
We'll
out
have to discuss
because
that.
because I mean I have 2 decks of cards and I have a 400-piece poker set here, so I mean
Well,
Hey,
that's the
Jay.
other thing. Go ahead, Carlos. I'm sorry.
My bad. No, I just want to say Cal just texted me and he said, "Lay the fuck off, Texas, bitch."
Oh shit!
Cal,
Yeah.
you tell
Dude, Cal's
Yeah.
like cool as fuck. If I riled Cal up talking shit about Texas, damn.
Yeah, what-
he
what's
said,
saying,
he said, "Get the
you
fuck
tell
off."
you
He's
tell
watching
Cal
right
that
now.
you
Hey,
tell
well,
McCormick
hey,
show up.
hey, Cal, I love you. Tell your boy fucking Carlos to stop injecting Texas into conversations that didn't fucking include it in the first place.
That's the only way we fucking do
Barbecue?
it, man. Hey,
Barbecue. Barbecue.
Yeah, just like vegans and just like CrossFitters. Fucking, that's exactly how you do it. And that's why it's so fucking annoying.
Here we
That's why
go.
it's so fucking annoying.
I wish I could put gifs up on this thing. That's gonna be my next
Ye-
mission. I'm gonna start putting live gifs up.
That'd be great.
I would start
There you
putting
go.
live gifs up.
Chris, just because you like any slap with big fat donkey dicks doesn't mean Texas sucks it.
Nah.
But look, as far as that goes, Jay, I mean, as long as, I mean,
We like Longhorn
I mean,
dick,
what,
by
I
the
mean,
way.
what the fuck are you gonna do?
Donkey
You're gonna determine if you're gonna put chips down because you're looking at our stream and you see my card. Actually, I could just block my fucking cards. I could just block my.
You can
fucking
blur
cards.
it out, right? You
Yeah.
can blur,
Yeah,
you can blur
You have a
it
way
out.
to blur.
You
Yeah,
can
I was gonna
blur.
say like you gotta have a way to like
Yeah.
because we can. I think it's a really good idea. I really do.
I mean,
like we.
so the game that I have here is called HD. It's HD Poker. It's free.
I need to fucking get on that like soon.
We can, and
Hey, Jay,
I'm off a couple days this week. We could do that shit this week.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
I
I'm down
have
for
like
that.
two.
But
I have
Jay,
like 2
Cal,
more days of Facebook jail. So
Cal said to stop injecting the homies because that's what you're doing every night.
that's a new one.
Hey, Cal, man. The homies ain't gonna get in the gang if they don't take a little from Jay, bro. All right, like
Little J juice.
I'm done.
Sean's over it.
John's out. John's
Sean's
fucking
over
out.
it. Where the fuck did he go?
Wow.
What the hell? He's-
There he is.
Wow.
He's-
I have a door on my webcam.
Open it more. Open it
he's
more.
almost there.
You
Oh,
peeking.
Uh,
Oh, there he went. Where'd he go?
man.
You guys are fucking drunk.
Oh.
Hey!
There we go. It's a nice little door. You can't see me, Ed Snowden.
Ooh.
Oh no,
Just
actually,
called you.
oh no, I like Ed Snowden. You can't
Yo,
see me.
I keep my laptop up and fucking pointed at my bed so that like the NSA can watch me fuck at night, bro. Like that's
Mm.
right, bro. That's right.
What's the link? What's the link for
collect
that?
collect all the metadata you want, government.
What's
You
the
can
link
watch
for
me
that?
fuck. You can watch me fuck.
I didn't sign up privacy policy.
Hey,
She didn't
I'm
sign
sorry,
up for that.
Sorry, I'm sorry,
You
baby.
didn't sign up for that, Jay.
Baby, we'll talk about that later.
The,
We'll talk about
the
that.
NSA
NDA.
doesn't care. The NSA doesn't care. They're not giving out contracts.
Right?
Yeah, but there's an industry in California that might be later when I get out of the army. So
Oh fuck.
Mm. Secret squirrel shit.
I do not ever want to hear that word squirrel ever again.
Oh yeah, is that what the up with your peanut butter whiskey? I
That-
got another one here. Actually, I'm gonna save this
All
one
right.
for next
God
next
damn.
podcast.
God damn.
So I pasted this one.
Scatterbrain.
I pasted this one.
This is always what happens.
Tastes
Like our conversations always just like deteriorate so fucking fast, dude.
But this
I
is
mean,
but this is what it is, and we have some engagement today, and
We have a lot of engagement. Like the fact that people are still watching right now, like
Yeah.
I'm kind of impressed actually. Like we
And
had
you
a
know
lot
what?
of
yeah, but
And I hate,
what's wrong
and you
with
know
you
what? And you know what? I hate to say this, guys, but Jerry Seinfeld said it best. Always leave them wanting more. So I think we're at the 90-minute
are.
mark.
I think we are. I agree. We are. We're at a stopping point. So
Oh, don't look sad, Sean.
final thoughts. Final thoughts. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Fuck your New Year's resolution. Don't be be the person you want to fucking be. Don't start tomorrow. Don't start next week. Don't start whatever. Start right fucking now.
be
Correct.
the person you want to fuck and be.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually,
I like that. I like that.
There you go. I can
I'd
put it there
fuck me.
myself.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Boom boom.
I'd fuck me. I'd fuck the shit out of it.
oh my god.
Goodbye,
Oh, Bam, Cal.
horses.
Finally down
I'm
Facebook app. And
over
it,
you.
so
Only time to,
Cal is up in the comments right at the end.
Oh,
That's fucking great.
was she a big fat girl? Oh, about size 14. Oh, it's perfect.
all right. Fuck. We're in
You don't know what pain is.
14's not fat. It's thick. Oh,
All right,
we're not
take
talking
it over.
about dick size. My bad.
Final thought.
I thought we were talking about girth.
Put the lotion in the fucking basket.
They call me Mr. Tuna Can.
Oh.
I'll leave your imagination for that.
But you don't eat tuna.
All right, Jay, what's your final thoughts, man? What you got?
Hey, yeah, so, real talk. So I just, especially for those that joined somewhat late or started commenting late, please do remember that I play a caricature of myself on this podcast, so I don't actually hate Texas. All right. So for all you Texans out there, like, don't fucking like hate me for nothing, okay? But on the real, if you guys are out there, if you need help with anything, please pick up the phone. Please call somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're having bad thoughts or you're depressed. If you need help with your bills, if you need help with food, if you need help with fucking life shit, there is somebody out there. Pick up the phone. Don't be afraid. Swallow your pride a little bit and reach out to somebody, because there are people out there that care very deeply about you. Nobody wants to see anybody struggle, and there's people in your life that do love you. So do reach out. We've lost a lot of people in the last year, a lot more than we normally do. And there's a lot more people that I know in the coming year are probably going to be struggling, if not fucking as much, even more. Okay? Life fucking hits hard sometimes. And sometimes it hits hard fucking out of nowhere. It's like a fucking meteor from the fucking sky, and you on the fucking in the backseat of the struggle bus. So pick up the fucking phone, swallow your pride, and ask for help if you need it. There's people out there that will help you. There's people out there that care. Nobody wants to see anybody make a bad decision at the spur of the moment that they can't take back.
Right.
2020 was rough for a lot of people. I don't want to see 2021 be worse. If nothing else, as a community, veterans, supporters of veterans, families of veterans, we can set a good example by supporting each other. Okay. And by the way, when I say that community, you don't have to be a veteran for us to fucking support you and help you. Okay. You don't ever have to fucking put your name on the dotted line for me to give a fuck about you. Okay. I give a fuck about you because you're a human fucking being, not because you ever fucking were a member of the United States Armed Forces. Okay, I care about you because you're fucking human.
Roger.
And because you're an American,
Exactly.
and because you're fucking a citizen of the planet Earth. Okay?
Hallelujah.
So pick up the phone, reach out. I love you all. I hope you all have a fucking good week. your first official week of the new year. Be good, be excellent to each other. Party on.
Just to you know, finalize what Jay said.
To piggyback off what the
Swallow
commander
your pride.
about to say.
Yeah, swallow your pride, not your homies.
Hey man, $20 is $20. Don't fucking judge me. Don't fucking judge me, you pussy.
Yeah.
You never fucking.
That was
you never
good.
fucking.
Yeah.
You never
That was
needed that.
good. That was good.
You never needed that $20. You never needed that $20 that bad, did you, fucking Carlos?
You don't know what
That
I've
was
done.
really good.
You don't know what I've done. What happened. So you fucking-
Hey, that's the best burn of the year.
That's pretty
Right?
good.
I think
That's
that's
pretty
gonna be
good.
our motto. Swallow
That's
your
pretty
pride,
good.
not your homies.
Best burn of the year.
I
Yeah.
like
All right,
it.
so-
I like it.
You know what? Yeah. Don't be douche. It's 2021. Let's just see what fucking happens. Now more than ever, just treat each other like people. There is no Democrats, Republicans. There's just people, and be fucking decent. Pretty much it. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah. And for me,
John?
I just want to say too, I don't mind Texas, but fuck Boston.
Damn, bro, that's harsh. I'm not getting on board with that.
Nah,
I'm not
fuck
getting on
that.
board with
I'm
I
sorry.
love Boston.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
love Boston.
There's a reason
not
why.
getting-
There's a reason why Johnny Damon came to the fucking Yankees. All right. There's a reason. All
There's
right.
there's a reason Johnny Damon was given to you guys from Kansas City. Look it up.
And there's
Look
a
it up.
and there's
He
a
played for
reason
the
why.
fucking Royals.
And there's a
He
reason
played for the
why
fucking Royals
we
way
have
before he ever went to
47
Boston or the Yankees.
And that's why we have 47 championships. We're just taking a break right now and let everyone else take the cake. But
Cal.
telling you, baby, this is our fucking year.
Relax, Jay.
Also, I just want to kind of rant real quick. If I can't fucking find Dunkaroos within the next 2 weeks, there's gonna be some fucking problems with these fucking me and
Somebody
these, and
send
these distribution
Dunkaroos over to
companies.
our man. He's hurting.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
hurting. He's like,
Okay,
oh,
these
John, send me
motherfuckers
your-
are
that
buying.
Twitter
These
account.
motherfuckers are
Number.
buying them. They're buying them, and they're selling one of them for $30 on fucking Amazon.
Yeah,
Fuck
what?
that. Supermarkets, stock up on this shit. People want to buy it. And on a serious note, as always, thank you for everybody who listens. You know, we're coming into a new year, so start figuring out some new things. Do you have your VA benefits? Are you in touch with the DAV? Are you seeing a therapist? Get your resources in check. Figure things out. And if you don't know how to start, someone knows. Whether it's the
Right.
guy across the street, you can hit me up. I've helped with this shit before. I got myself 70% first time go. I've helped others. Hit me up if you need help. If you're homeless, if you need some food, there are resources in all 50 states for veterans. Contact them, and if you don't know how to contact them, contact one of
Reach out.
us. You know, reach out, hit somebody up. Someone always knows. No one deserves to be left behind. You know, we're in a new era. We're in a new age. You know, we left behind the dead cockroaches, and we're stepping on the nuclear ones now. So,
there we go.
Don't be a
Full
dick.
deal.
You know, if you don't have any goals, at least give yourself a pat in the back for your accomplishments. Whether you made your fucking bed or mowed your lawn, it don't matter. This is a new day. Start getting positive, bitches.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
don't forget to check us out on wherever you stream your podcasts. We're found all across the board on all podcasts. YouTube. We're on Discord. Join our Discord fucking channel, DD214 Gaming. If you're not sure how to join that, just message one of us and we'll fucking walk you through it. But yeah. Fucking,
If somebody can tell me how to get on Discord after I've been permanently banned, that'd be great. Because I tried it on my phone and my
That's not
laptop
hard.
under
That's not
new.
hard.
change your IP address.
That's not hard.
Change
Yeah,
your
you
IP
just
address.
you just get a fucking God damn it, what do you call
tried
it?
that. Alternate account.
A VPN.
No, not an
talking
alternate
about
account. It's that shit.
A V-
It's the shit that fucking
VPN.
A VPN.
VPN.
VPN. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
a VPN. You get a VPN that fucking pings your fucking IP address to a different location. That's not hard.
You'll have to square me with
It's
that
crazy
one.
how these things are legal too. But yeah, Kiss the homies goodnight.
Swallow the homies goodnight.
And inject
Swallow 'em
them.
goodnight.
And don't forget to inject them either.
And on that note,
But by the time the summer comes, we're gonna have a whole list of these things.
Love you
Sweet
guys.
fucking deal. All right.
yeah.
Peace out. And that's the end.
right.
Sean, I think you
Don't
need to end
no,
that right
not yet. Don't shut it off yet.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait, don't.
What?
Yeah, I. You're good. You're good. Just give it like a second, so you can put on the menu with the things, and then yada yada yada. You can.
Now?
Yeah, you can do
There
it now.
we go.
Okay.
There
End
it
it.
is. Eat
Bam.
shit.
Done.